The purpose of this presentation is to notify a possible vulnerability found in the DVWA login form and thereby possibly suggest mitigation methods. So the vulnerability we found is also known as a user authentication brute force vulnerability, which has a severity of high and a CVS of 8.1. Why is this important? It is important because the consequences of a brute force attack being successful is not only the leak of sensitive data, but possible privilege escalation from attacker. And if the compromised account was an admin account, it could lead to a total takeover of a system. Moreover, if this was an Active Directory environment, this could lead to lateral movements within the internal network. So this is a pretty severe finding that we found. So we were able to find this vulnerability through Hydra and Burp Suite. Hydra is basically an automated toolset used to conduct brute force attacks, and Burp Suite is basically an interception proxy tool to see what kind of requests we are using. So we used a dictionary or a rockq.txt text, which is basically a password file with over 100,000 of password lists. And just by plugging in or automating this process, we were able to successfully find that the password for the admin account was password. So this suggests that the account or the user was not using a secure password. For possible mitigation methods, there are several mitigation methods, such as using MFA, called multi-factor authentication, or using a strong password and not using it again. So simply with the fact that the user was using some password that was in this list of rockq.txt suggests that the firm or your company is not enforcing a strong password policy. Also, if we use MFA, which is multi-factor authentication again, this ensures that there is two methods of logging in, such as initial password and then a PIN code, or a password and a fingerprint. However, we have to note that MFA, this can reduce user usability because it's rather annoying. We have to authenticate 2 times, or every time we have to log in. So we have to take into consideration. And MFA does not always mean it is secure, because that is also vulnerable, might be vulnerable to social engineering attacks. The last thing we suggest is using is also CAPTCHA, which my previous colleague also explained is using images to ensure that it's human. And one thing that the company, I guess, has implemented is an account lockout policy. However, although this ensures security, this can also mean that an attacker can simply lock out a user if he has malicious purposes. So this could also reduce user usability. So overall, we suggest that the firm implements a variety of mitigations method together, using several factors together to mitigate this attack. That was it. Thank you. Oh, you mean restrict? Oh, restrict region in terms of where the person logs in? So you're saying that only certain you're 100% sure that certain users log in a region. Is that correct? Just to clarify. So you want to restrict other regions? Uh-huh. Uh-huh. That's actually a great point, but I think nowadays hacker can use proxy chains to, if they know that the firm is located in Texas, and that if they try to log in from a different region, their IP gets blocked, they might simply use proxy chains to change their IP addresses to Texas and Austin to conduct a brute force. So I think that might not be a perfectly secure methodology. So I think I would recommend still implementing MFA or other secure methods as well.